Hey everyone, I'm from Figure Reviews, and I'm back here, but not with a figure review. Today, I will be comparing the shfiguarts, Deadpool and Wolverine, and the Marvel Legends Deadpool and Wolverine from the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. Now, before I begin this video, I'd like to preface a couple, like the ways I'm going to be comparing them. All right, I will not be comparing them on accessories. Main reason is no duh, like, of course the shfiguarts is going to have more accessories. They're a higher price point. You know, like, it just wouldn't be a fair comparison. I will be comparing price, like, if these figures hold up for their price. That is a fair comparison. I'll be comparing them aesthetically. I will not be comparing them in terms of articulation because I need to save that for the review. I'm sorry, people. I will be comparing them on how they pose and their shelf presence, like how they look on the shelf. Spoiler alert. All four of these figures look fantastic on a shelf. So, that might be a draw, but, just a little spoiler. Right, shelf presence, or how they look when they're getting posed. And two, which is the final one, enjoyability. Like, how enjoyable were they for me? Alright? And if it was worth it. These are the four things I'm going to be judging on: enjoyability, price, aesthetics, posing. These are my four categories because these are what I judge figures on, right? Whenever I get a figure, I judge it on these four things, so I figured that's what I'll do for this comparison. All right, now enough of me talking. Let's get on to the video. So first off, in terms of aesthetics, as you can see, these figures look really dang good, especially compared to each other. I will admit I do like the color of the Wolverine on the Marvel Legends a little bit more than I do on the shfiguarts, but I do think the shfiguarts overall costume design is more accurate. Alright, especially when you compare their heads. I think the Marvel Legends head is more proportional to the body than the shfiguarts. Now that being said, when he is posed, you don't really notice how small the head is, right? But yeah, so, the Wolverine wins out of the two in terms of aesthetics, right? Like how they look. Now for these two, I'm going with the shfiguarts. It's just the costume, the red in general, looks more accurate to what I remember in the movie. It just looks more accurate and it pops more to my eye, and I really like that. So yeah, also obviously more detailing on the shfiguarts, but still really good. I like how they added all these gold detailings on the Marvel Legends. Like, oh, just dropped it. Pretty good. They didn't have to do that for a $25 figure, but it's really nice. Right, well, as the shfiguarts over here has a shit ton. Now, he has gold detailing on the bottom of his boots, as you can see, but he doesn't, so I don't know. Maybe this is more accurate to the movie. I'll have to see it again, but, yeah. The belt, everything looks pretty good. Right. Let's even that out. There we go. Yeah, there we go. All right. So I'm gonna say, in terms of aesthetics, I'm gonna call it a tie, because the Wolverine from Marvel Legends looks, in terms of color, arguably better than the shfiguarts, in my opinion. Like, it has a little bit more of that like kind of orangish, kind of yellowish color than in the movie. And well, this one is just a really really light yellow, like if it's picking up at all on camera. But there is a color difference. And I just think this one is more accurate in terms of color. But in terms of design, it's definitely this one, right? So I'm going to say this is a tie in terms of aesthetics, all right? Now let's move on to posing. I'll be posing the shfiguarts first, and then the Marvel Legends next after it. So with that being said, let's get to it. Alright everybody, welcome back from the shfiguarts posing portion of the video. Now let's move on to the Marvel Legends in just a bit. Alright everyone, and we're back from the posing portion, and as you can see, shfiguarts is going to take that, like, because they have more accessories, they can be more expressive. And that's not to say these Marvel Legends don't pose well. They do. I just think the shfiguarts have a little bit more over them because of their more expressive accessories and the fact that they have a little bit more accessories too. Ooh, shit. Hit the camera. Sorry about that. But, yeah, shfiguarts takes the cake for this one. Now, let's move on to the third one, enjoyability. I've had the shfiguarts figures for about 4 days now to play around with, really. And I'm going to be honest, I've enjoyed these shfiguarts far more than I've enjoyed the Marvel Legends. And I've had the Marvel Legends for longer. So, you know, that's not the shit on the Marvel Legends. That's just simply me saying. I personally think that shfiguarts takes it for this one. I just have more fun posing them. Deadpool can be so expressive with his alternate eyes. I mean, like, it's just not a real competition here in terms of enjoyability for me. Now, price. This is the last category. And as usual for most shfiguarts, they usually have a lot of accessories. But when I mean prices, like, compared to other figures of their same price point in their same line, right? Do they compare well? And I'm going to be honest, the shfiguarts do hold up pretty well. It's not the best. Like, the Deadpool is the better of the two when it comes to how well they hold up. And to me, that's personally because he comes with more accessories. He's $80. He's super articulated. He's super detailed. He's super expressive. He comes with a little bit less accessories for the same price as Deadpool when I pre-order them. He's a little bit limited because of these shoulder pads and whatever they did here, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. But overall, I do think compared to the rest of the shfiguarts figures, they do hold up pretty well. Now for these two, unfortunately, as much as I don't like to say it, they don't hold up very well. Because when I compare them to the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man, they just don't even hold a candle. When I compare them to the Superior Spider-Man, they don't hold a candle. When I compare them to the Wolverine, from the Astonishing X-Men Wolverine, like the one with the kind of like the blue and yellow suit like this, it doesn't even compare. He comes with way more accessories in this figure. And before anyone says anything in the comments, the Legacy Deadpool, which I'm pretty sure was about the same price as this retail, came with 3 different pairs of hands, not including the ones he has here, right? Not including the ones he already had. A unicorn plushie, right? All his weapon accessories, right? Like, that is so good. for $25. Like, compared to the rest of their line and even fellow Deadpool and Wolverine Marvel Legends, they don't really hold up very well. You know, Marvel Legends really fumbled the ball when it came to these figures in terms of their price point, you know. So shfiguarts takes the category for this. As you can see, I keep hitting the camera because my hand is so damn close. But back to the rest of the video. As you can see, shfiguarts does take this for sure, in my opinion. If you can get them, definitely pick them up. But that's not to discourage anyone from getting the Marvel Legends. If you can't afford the shfiguarts, that's fine. The Marvel Legends are still good. They are still very good. I've had them for a bit now, and they're still very fun to mess around with. They're very much a budget figure, right? You know, they're fun to mess around with. So no shame if you want to get these, right? Like, if you are still more interested in this than you are the shfiguarts, by all means, get the Marvel Legends. But for me personally, I do think the shfiguarts are just better overall in terms of price, enjoyability, posing, right? Like, they're just better, you know. So yeah, I would like to hear what you guys think down below in the comments. If you guys agree with my opinion or not, if you guys agree with the way I rated these figures or not, I would really like to hear, you know, for future videos where I do compare figures. Tell me if you guys like these types of videos. I'd be very interested in making more for you guys. I really enjoy doing this. With that being said, as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. Anyway, have a great rest of your day. Peace. I'm out.